Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So, first, let's see how Indian markets closed yesterday. So, Indian benchmark indices closed sharply higher yesterday with both Sensex and Nifty gaining by 0.8% each. Nifty Mid Cap 100 was up by 0.6%, and Nifty Small Cap 100 was up by 0.3%. HCL Tech, Hindalco, Bajaj Finserv, Tech Mahindra, JSW Steel, Tata Consumer, and Titan were some of the top gainers on NSE. While Apollo Hospitals, Adani Ports, Grasim, Eicher Motors, Kotak Bank, Maruti, BPSL were the top losers of NSE. Looking at the sectoral performance on BSE, then almost all the sectors except for BSE Telecommunication Index closed on a positive side. So BSE Telecommunication Index was marginally down by 0.03%. Top sectoral performer was BSE Metal, which was up by 2.03%. BSE Reality was also up 1.7%. And BSE Consumer Durables, BSE IT and Oil and Gas, all these indices also gained more than 1% yesterday. If we take a look into the overall market breadth, then the overall market breadth was favorable as about 2,191 stocks advanced, and against that 1,857 stocks declined. Some of the stocks which made 52-week highs yesterday were Ask Automation, Bacter Foods, Coal India, HDFC Life, Natco Pharma, Tech Mahindra, Welspun Living. And about 21 stocks made 52-week low on BSE yesterday. Now taking a check on the fund flow activity, then both FIIs and DIIs were net buyers yesterday in cash market. So FIIs net bought 483 crores and DIIs net bought 1,870 crores in yesterday's cash market. Now taking a look into the global market cues for today, then US equity market overnight ended on a mixed note. While Dow gained with modest gains of 66%, S&P and Nasdaq closed lower. So the market's focus is now on the Nvidia earnings, which is due tomorrow, and also on the PC data, which is to be released on Friday. Crude oil prices have jumped to above $81 per barrel as conflict between Israel and Hezbollah continues to threaten the supply chain. Asian markets are mostly trading in red, and hence we expect flat to negative opening for our market in today's trade. Now let's discuss stocks which are in focus. So first one is Ultratech Cement. The company has raised $500 million through a sustainability-linked loan with participation from 6 banks. So positive for Ultratech Cement over medium to long term. Piramal Enterprises unit Piramal Capital and Housing Finance was held liable for a rupees 466 crore penalty on a voluntarily withdrawn claim of rupees 3,698 crores from Dewan Housing Finance merger. So that can be negative for Piramal Enterprises in short term. GPT Infra Projects has launched QIP, setting the floor price at rupees 183.83 per share. So positive for GPT Infra Projects in short term. MediAssist Healthcare Services arm will enter into a share purchase agreement to buy Paramount TPA for rupees 312 crores, so positive for the company in medium to long term. Jacob has received notification of the merger of promoter Pet Fibers with Mega Pipes, so overall neutral for Jacob. HCL Technologies has extended the agreement with Xerox for AI-based innovation and digital engineering solutions, so positive for HCL Technologies in short to medium term. Lemon Tree Hotels has signed a license pact for an 80-room hotel in Ayodhya, so positive for the company. Bodanda Engineering has received a letter of award for a project worth rupees 575.7 crores from Lumina Clean Energy, Pure Light Energy and VVKR Photovoltaics Energy. The special purpose vehicles which is formed by Paradigm IT Technologies and Metal Craft Forming Industries. So this is positive for Bodanda Engineering in short to medium term. UCL, which is an automotive component manufacturer, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Blair Motors. Both companies will leverage their combined expertise and resources towards the design and development of electronic components, including motor controllers ranging from 500 watts to 2 kilowatts. So overall, this will be positive for UCL in medium to long term. Alembic Pharmaceuticals has received US FDA approval for its generic betamethasone valerate foam, which is used to treat moderate to severe psoriasis of the scalp. The approval is for a formulation therapeutically equivalent to Leuxic foam by Norvium Bioscience. So this will be positive for Alembic Pharmaceuticals in medium term. Also, KPI Green Energy is in focus as KPI Green Energy's wholly owned subsidiary Sundrops Energia Private Limited has received letters of intent to execute solar power projects with a cumulative capacity of 13.3 megawatts. The orders were awarded by Sumikot, Ekta Prince Private, Radhika Fabrics, and Sanjopin Industries. So positive for KPI Green Energy in short to medium term. Now let's look into the IPO offering, which is going to start from today. So first is Premier Energies. The company will offer its shares for bidding today. The total IPO size is 2,830 crores, which is a combination of both fresh issue as well as OFS. The price band for this particular IPO is rupees 427 to rupees 450 per share. So this particular IPO will open for bidding today. Now let's look into the bulk and block deal data. So in block deals, AU Small Finance Bank, Fincare Business Services has sold 1.27 crore shares, which is 1.7% of the stake at rupees 630 per share. DSP Mutual Fund has bought 1.03 crore shares, which is 1.38% of the holding at rupees 630 per share. Morgan Stanley Asia Singapore PT has bought 10.6 lakh shares, which is 0.14% of the stake. And some other parties have also, done transaction at rupees 630 per share. So this is a block deal which has happened in AU Small Finance Bank. In CMAC, Legends Global Opportunities Singapore has bought 1.9 lakh shares, which is 0.74% of the stake at rupees 1,525 per share. And Nomura Singapore has sold similar number of shares at rupees 1,525 per share. In MedPlus Health Services, Lavender Rose Investment has sold 1.35 crore shares, which is 11.35% of the stake at rupees 616.5 per share. ICICI Prudential India Opportunities Fund, ICICI Prudential Pharma Healthcare and Diagnostics, and Government of Singapore has bought against the shares which Lavender Rose Investment have sold. So these were some of the bulk and block deals data. On the insider trading front, in case of Usha Martin, promoter Umil and Stockbroking Services has bought 50,000 shares on 28th August, and promoter Stuti Raghav Agarwal has bought 50,000 shares on 28th August. In Ethos, promoter Mahin Distribution has sold 2.88 lakh shares between 21st and 22nd August, and promoter Sabu Ventures LLP has sold 2.52 lakh shares between 22nd and 23rd August. In Deccan Coal Mines, promoter Rama Mines Mauritius has sold 94,607 shares. In Sapphire Foods India, promoter Sagista Realty Advisors has sold 61,590 shares between 22nd and 23rd of August. On the pledge share details front, in Choice International, promoter Sri Shakambari Exim has created a pledge for 8 lakh shares on 22nd August. And in Lloyds Metal and Energy, promoter Triveni Earth Movers has created a pledge for 95 lakh shares on 23rd August. On the corporate action front, today is the ex or record dividend date for KDDL and Manorama Industries. So these were the key market data points to track going ahead for today's opening of market. So that's it with the fundamental podcast. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.